When your headlights start to yellow like this, it can make your car look old. It can make it look like you don't love it. And they also stop working quite as well at night, which is a little bit of a safety concern. I'm going to show you two methods for restoring these headlights and making them look as close to factory new as possible. I'm going to show you what works, how to do it yourself, and we're going to look at the results. Welcome to Daily Driven Mods. In the past, headlights used to be made out of glass, which is completely inert. UV rays and heat didn't really impact it. The only thing that impacted was potentially scratches, which could just easily be polished off. These days, automakers figured out that they could save money and save weight by using plastic or acrylic. It's cheaper, but it doesn't last as long. And unfortunately, UV rays can damage the plastic, so they put a coating on top. Now, unfortunately, this coating doesn't last forever. It starts to turn yellow and crack over time. And that's what makes your headlights look old. So part of the restoration process is removing that old coating, polishing the plastic, and then putting a new coating on.
Ask the internet what to do and you'll get 1,000 different answers, but Cerakote makes a kit that makes this super easy. It's a 3-step process. So we're gonna give this a shot, and I'm gonna give you a fair review on how well I think this kit works.
So my plan was to wet sand this side and then use a clear coat in order to protect it. Unfortunately, the more I look into this clear coat can potentially damage this lens, and this isn't the right one to use. So I'm not gonna do the oxidizing removing step on this. I'm simply gonna wet sand it, clean it, and then use their ceramic coating. That should simulate your ability to manually wet sand this and then use your own ceramic coating to protect the lens. So let's get started.
The first step is to clean the headlight. Doesn't have to be perfect, just water and a rag can do it. All you're wanting to do here is remove any dirt, dust, or bugs so the pad can do its work. Taping off around the lens is optional, but I like to do it just to protect my paint. Who knows how this is going to affect the paint, and better safe than sorry. Step 1 in the kit is a pad that removes the oxidized layer on the outside of the lens. All you got to do is open this up and rub it on the lens until the yellow is off. Now you'll notice the pad becomes yellow as you do this. That's the oxidized layer coming off. It comes with 2 pads per lens, so use as much as you need in order to get all of that off. Then just spray your lens and wipe it off. Already you should see an improvement with this step alone, but we got a couple more things to go through. Step 2 is polishing and sanding the lens, so we're going to start with the 2000 grit pad. Cerakote includes a round sanding block that you can just slap the sandpaper onto. Just makes it easier to use and easier to get into all those spots. So in this step we're doing a wet sanding, so spray down the headlight, spray down the sandpaper, and then get to work. Basically you're trying to get it evenly sanded across the entire lens. Then we basically move on to the 3000 grit step. This is going to polish the lens and get it ready for the ceramic coating. Same basic thing, spray the lens, spray the sandpaper, and make sure you've got an even sanding across the entire lens. This one is more of a polishing step than an actually removing material. This sanding step basically removes any remaining oxidized coating and then polishes the lens, removing any sort of micro scratches or anything like that. The deeper dents, you won't get out with this, that'd be a different process, but this should make the lens clearer and ready for the ceramic coating in the next step. If you find any spots that don't look like the rest of the lens, just simply spray it again and sand that spot again until you get it to look even across the entire lens. Now, onto the last step in the process, the ceramic coating, which is really easy to do, but you can't have any water on the lens. So make sure it's completely dry and make sure any little crevices in here are completely dry. I use my leaf blower in order to get out all of that moisture, or you can just let it air dry, but give it enough time that there are no drops anywhere on this lens. You'll also want to remove any of the tape from the previous steps as it's probably wet and probably has a little bit of moisture underneath the adhesive. Now you don't have to tape for this next step, but I like to do it because I really only want the ceramic coating on the lens, not on the paint. When applying the ceramic coating, you want to use long strokes overlapping by about 50% of your previous strokes until you have the entire thing covered. I also went and made sure that I did all of the edges of this because I want to protect the entire lens and I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any parts of this. At this point, you're done. You just simply have to let the ceramic coating cure, but you can already see a huge difference here. Now for the second headlight, we're going to do a slightly different process. I'm going to wet sand for every stage of this instead of using the oxidation remover step. I'm also going to show you the mother's polishing kit. Now opening this kit, it looks like it's already been used. I think I got this from my dad's garage, but I'm going to show you how it works and show you why I don't recommend this piece. So just like before, we're going to wet this down, wipe it off just to clear any dirt, dust, or debris. Then of course the next step is taping off every bit of the paint here, just like we did before. Now since we're not starting with the oxidation removal pads, we're going to start with an 800 grit sandpaper. This should remove all of the yellow deteriorated coating currently on the lens. And of course, like always, we're going to wet sand. Now when you wipe it down, you should see that there's no more yellow left on the lens. The next step is 600 grit. Again, wet sanding, spray it down, use that sandpaper to clear away any of the deeper scratches. Now what we're doing is smoothing down what we just did did with the 800 grit to get it prepared for the next step. Now while you're doing this, you want to make sure that everything is smoothly sanded. So dry off your work and take a look and make sure all of it looks exactly the same. If you need to, re-wet and go back over any parts that don't look like the rest of the lens. You want this to be an even finish. Now the next step is 1000 grit sandpaper. Now just like every other step, we're going to wet sand with this and make sure we have an even finish and everything looks even on the lens. Then we move on to wet sanding with the 1500 grit, again getting an even finish across the whole thing. Then we move on to wet sanding with the 2000 grit on our way to the final polish. Now the reason we're moving through all of these stages of grit is because every stage of grit has a different depth of scratches that it makes. If you were to go from the 600 to the 1000, you would still be leaving a lot of those deep scratches from that earlier grit. So we move through these stages to flatten out and smooth out all of the scratches we made in the stage before. Now we're going to go on to the 3000 grit sandpaper. This is the second to last polishing step we're going to do on this headlight. Just like before, wet sand, dry, check your work. The final step we're going to do is 5000 grit. This is one stage higher than the Cerakote kit comes with, so we're going to test this out, see how it performs, see if it makes a difference. Now I've heard over and over again that polishing the lens at the last step is actually a bad thing to do, but we're going to test it for science. So for this I'm using the Mother's Power Polish product. Now this kit comes with its own sandpaper, but I didn't use any of that, I'm just using the polishing part at the end. It comes with this polishing ball that you can use with a power drill. They have this labeled as a polish, but as I was going through this, I noticed that it wasn't really polishing anything. I really didn't notice a huge difference between using the 5000 grit and then finishing with this. It just didn't seem to make much of a difference. Now, like I said before, because I don't have the right clear coat, I'm going to use the ceramic coating from the Cerakote kit. So just like the other side, we need to make sure there's no moisture on this before we do the ceramic coating. So again, I'm using my leaf blower to make sure there's no moisture hiding in any of the nooks and crannies and cracks in here. Same instructions as before, 50% overlap on each pass. Cover the headlight, and your headlights will be protected for at least the next year. And look how clean this is coming out now. Don't forget to hit any of the corners that your first passes didn't quite get.
So what's the end result? Well, to start, my headlights look a whole lot better. I'm really happy with the results here. I'm very glad I did this, and I think it makes the car look a whole lot better. But there's a clear winner here. Let me explain. So this side is a little bit yellower, and I think part of that is because I didn't use enough of that oxidizing removing pads. I should have just kept going until there was no more yellow left. That's my fault, but then once I polished it, it actually came out pretty good. Now the polish pads are a high grit, a very fine grit, so they're not going to take off all of that oxidation if you don't remove it all. So, word of advice, just use as many of those oxidation pads as it takes. The ceramic coating though, looks really good. We'll see how long it lasts. Now this side is less yellow, but it's a little bit foggier. And I think part of that is because I used such a coarse grit to start with that I didn't have enough power in the polishing and the fine grits as I went along. Now if I'd had a little mini rotary tool, I probably could have gotten a better result here. And I also don't recommend the Mother's polish. The polish didn't do a very good job, and unfortunately because of the size of the ball and the base of the ball, I actually ended up nicking my bumper. Now granted, not every headlight is as recessed as mine is, and you might have better results, but for that reason, I don't recommend the Mother's polish. I just don't think it did a very good job. Now ultimately, the ceramic coating made these headlights look great. It's not the best result, and I think if I were to do this over, I would do things a little bit differently. But for now, both of them look great. So I'm gonna check in a couple months and show you the results, show you how they've held up, and I'm gonna check in a year. If I haven't replaced these by then I'll show you how the results have held up then too. Now the Cerakote side only took about 20-30 minutes if I wasn't filming. That's a pretty quick result. If I had done both of them, maybe 30-40 minutes total tops. The hand sanding side took me probably 40 minutes or so if I wasn't filming, maybe an hour if I was being very thorough. Now granted, if I had a mini rotary tool, maybe it would have gone by faster, probably would have gone by faster, but is it worth the extra time? I'm not so sure. I think, honestly, with the results of this Cerakote kit and how good it looks just as is, I don't think I got many more nicks and scratches out of this side than I did on the other side. So I'm not sure the extra time is worth it. So for me, I'm gonna keep the Cerakote kit on hand, and I'm gonna recommend it to everybody I know, including my family. So that's my recommendation. So I think this kit is an absolute win. Now I didn't do the clear coat on this side, so we'll see how the ceramic coating holds up. We'll see if in a couple of months it fades or if it actually damages the plastic. Eventually I'm gonna replace these, so these are good experimental headlights for this. So have you used the Cerakote kit? Have you restored your headlights? What do you think of this kit? What's your preferred method? Let me know in the comments. I'm Chaz Forster. Thanks for watching.